when you grow up or as you're growing up. And then what we'll do is have the older folks share some experiences of growing up and what they do. They can share what they do as far as work or whatever it is they want to share. All right? All right, so who's the oldest? We'll start with the oldest. Hey man, what you
We all know.
That ain't no game.
Yes, it is.
I don't have nothing to share.
Yes, you do.
I thought you said
Well,
the young
you have something that's valuable. So share something. Share your experience with college. You got a lot of folks going to college.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Don't hurt yourself.
Make sure you always stay on top of your grades. But always remember to have fun because you only can go to undergrad once. It's the best experience of your life. Don't let it just go past you and don't have fun. What else? Make a lot of friends, but just remember why you're there, because for some, college isn't free. So it's not like public school where you are getting your education for free. You gotta pay, and so it's important to make sure you do what you're supposed to do. And then remember, we're always here to help you if you need it. That's it.
All right.
I was just like, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna be really short, but it's more like it can be honestly for anybody, like whether it's kids or adults, just don't stress too much over things you can't control.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you can't control it, the only thing in life you can't control is typically like yourself and what you do. So other people, if you stress over other people, whether what they're not doing, whether it's friends, whether it's anybody else you deal with relationships, any of that, there's no point stressing over because you can't control that at the end of the day. All you can control is how you adjust to whatever happens or how you approach things.
And give a little bit about work.
Just work experience. I mean, honestly, like whenever I go to work, I'm just the same person all the time. I deal with everybody. I keep work. Honestly, a lot of people, whichever whether it's coaching, whether it's working at a catering company, any type of job I've had, I've kept work. And a lot of people try to cross those boundaries, but for me, what works is just keep doing work. A lot of people get so caught up in like the other relationships that you have when you're going at work, and that's just a distraction. With people that you work with to get promotion. If y'all always friends, then that kind of takes that competition away.
I can't out.
That's not a game.
Yeah, it is.
Good job, man.
Yes, sir.
Mine's gonna be more brief than that. My own experience. One thing I can say is you just gotta take every day. You just gotta wake up every day and look at it as a new beginning. No matter what it is, for real though. Y'all laughing, but I'm being dead serious. Life is not easy. It's not built for you to win. You know what I'm saying? So every day you just gotta get up. Remember what your end goal is. Why do you get up every day? No, honestly. No. And just remember where you're going, where you came from.
Yeah. Lost. Give me a hand.
Danny?
I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up still, but advice I'd give anybody, I'd say,
The advice you give yourself.
whatever you're doing in life, do it all the way, 100%, because you might not get a chance what everybody else has. I don't know, something like that.
Alright.
I mean, I really wanted to go like major in nursing when I went to college. I wanted to do something communication. But the way things are now, I might not take that option. So I need to. It's like I think I need to motivate myself to work harder for what I want. Because most of the time I get distracted. It's not really easy as people say it is. So I guess one advice, one goal, or one thing I would recommend other people to do is like to take it. Like he mentioned, take life seriously because you don't get a second chance at it.
So why don't you think you're gonna be able to achieve your goals?
I mean, not that I won't be, but I think I need to like motivate myself more to like get on track or like work hard for it.
What's holding you back? I'm asking you, what's holding you back?
Oh, like you said, you like myself.
Oh, yourself. Okay.
Me, I'm not sure yet. It changes every once in a while, but I think I'm working more towards cosmetology. I'm not really sure about that though, because my mother is like, she doesn't know about that. Cause she worked in that field, but she said it doesn't really like, I don't know. But advice I would give somebody is stay focused, because if you're worrying about what other people are doing, you're gonna distract yourself from what you're trying to do. Yeah. Don't worry about your brain, worry about yourself.
Well, that's why I want to be a pro football player. Like, basically what everybody else is saying, you should like catch your dream, and you don't get another chance at it. You should do what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it. Basically, don't let nobody hold you back.
So pro football and what else?
I mean, I don't know what else.
What grade are you in?
Alright. So
What's the adult portion of the game?
so I'm gonna lead off with the adults, and if any adults want to chime in, that's great. So
Landon, do you want to say something? Go over there and say something. Stand up.
come on over here. Tell us what you want to do when you grow up. Tell us how school going.
Good.
What you doing?
Learning a lot.
Okay.
What grade?
First,
And you like it?
yes.
You like learning?
What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Thank you for sharing.
Good job.
So
Can I throw the question out for the adults in this game?
yeah. So let me get my little piece off first.
So you're not gonna answer once I ask?
You're not gonna answer once I ask? Anybody can ask, but if you want me to ask, I can.
We in a circle. I thought everybody was about to get their time.
That's fine.
So
So my
this your
time,
game.
so
This
my
your
time
game.
is so my point is, I'm glad everybody did share, their thoughts and their feelings and their ideas about themselves. And it's good to be able to feel comfortable and free to talk about those things, because you need to talk about them, because you got a lot of resources that can help you out on things, especially even when you think that you're not able to achieve something. You never know who around you might be able to help you out in whatever that is. The other thing is, I like a lot of the things you guys said as far as staying focused, as far as, keeping a drive in what you're doing. And because your life is going to be about every day trying to achieve goals. And you got to always continue to apply effort. effort to better yourself, and just enjoy your life. So, you know, you wanna make sure you continue to always try to grow and learn as much as you can. Even if, you know, going to college, you don't let that get away from you. If it's not, it don't have to be going to college, it could be anything that you desire that you wanna do. But you have to start thinking about what you wanna do. And there's a ton of things out here that you can get involved with in areas that you can, of interest. So whatever your interests are, look it up. We got computers now, you can look up anything you want. So but you have to take that time to get off of social media to do that sometime. Or to get off the PlayStation game to do that. So the internet has a lot more abilities and resources than just playing games or being on social media. You can actually use it to learn some stuff. But I am glad that everybody had a chance to share. So mine is this. One of the things that helped me in my journey was being able to, number one, just keep my options open for learning. And then the other thing was, I would probably say one of the critical things was exposure. Exposure is very important, because the more you expose yourself to as far as learning or what's going on in the world, the more opportunities that you'll find that you'll have. And you'll see then you'll see what kind of flexibilities you have, and you don't have to be one-dimensional. You don't have to be just a football player. You can be a football player and a lawyer, or a doctor, or whatever else. So you don't have to, you know, put your dreams in just one box. You don't have to be just a cosmetologist. You can be a cosmetologist, you can be a business owner, or whatever, you know. So expose yourself to as much as you can, so you can find out what the things that you like, and it's gonna be plural. It's gonna be more than, you're gonna have things that you wanna do for work, you wanna have things that you like to do hobby-wise. So keep your options open, you know, especially now. The other thing is, you know, strive to do your best in everything you do, because it's what you'll find out here, they got a lot of job titles, but you wanna make sure you have the skill set to execute or do whatever it is. If you got the skill set to do whatever you wanna do, it trumps really a title. Because you got a lot of people that have titles, but they can't functionally do anything. So make sure you sharpen your skills in whatever it is you wanna do. So, that's mine.
Mine is, I'm being the older one of the bunch at 72, and I'm so proud that we are having this discussion, because I don't want you, the younger folks, to think that they are struggling out here on your own. I don't want you to forget that you have family behind you. I want you to remember that family comes first in your life, because you might have a lot of friends, and then something might happen, and then you realize you don't have a lot of friends, but you always have family. So don't think that you're out here struggling by yourself. And all of you are, I am so proud of you, because you have like stayed in line, that you're not strung out, that you're not drinkers and stuff like that. Like Carlos said, the internet can be poisonous as well as helpful. When you go towards getting a job, especially if you go towards a federal employment of any kind, or mostly any kind of job, the first thing they do is check that internet to see what you put out there. And that could be a deterrent, because you might go for a job, and then they look out there, especially government, looks out there on that internet, and they see all that stuff that you have out there, and they'll say that's not the kind of person we want to employ. So be very careful with pictures, comments, talking to friends, what you put out there, because that stuff follow you. As you're young folks now, it can follow you for the next 10 years. it never leaves. You might delete it, but it never leaves. So be very cautious and careful of what you put out there on the internet. And as Carlos says, never strive, just keep on striving to be a better person. And most of all, get God in your life. Go to church. He comes to your house 24/7. You can go to his house once a month. He's always there for you. When you think you're by yourself and struggling, all you have to do is talk to the Lord, and he'll see you through. And that's it.
Take one of the
I wouldn't. I don't do that.
main things I would like to say to the young people is always understand who you are. Don't ever think of yourself as being more than what you really are. So if you are struggling with something, if you feel like you can't talk to anyone else, you can always talk to God. You can be real with God. I don't care what it is. In my experience, there's some things that I've gone through that I felt like I couldn't talk to nobody about. But God knows you anyway. But he wants you to talk to him so he can help you through it. If you don't talk to him, if you don't invite him into your life, he won't help you through it. He may will still, but he would like for you to, he would like to have resonance in your heart so he can direct you. And also, as you're young, don't really worry about making money right now. The main thing right now is, get with an organization that can hopefully help you get like a graduate degree or something a little more. The money will come. Don't chase the money, but, do whatever your passion is. If it is football, if it is music, whatever it is, but follow your passion. Don't follow the money. Because if you get the money, and you probably will, 9 times out of 10, if it's not your passion, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be fulfilled with what you're doing. So make sure it's what you really, really want to do. And ask yourself, if I wasn't getting paid, would I want to do this for the rest of my life? Would I want to volunteer doing whatever it is that I'm doing? And if the answer is yes, then that's probably your passion. So whatever it is, I encourage you to follow it.
Anybody else?
I love everyone.
That's so disgusting.
I love everyone. Yes, and all I'm going to say to everybody is love what you do, and you'll be dedicated to it. Stick with it. That's my life story. How can you be teaching so long? Because I love it. So do what you love doing. And again, I love everybody. Oh, no. Now, I went to, anybody else want to say something? Because I'm getting ready to go off track.
Wait a minute. They might have a question that they want to ask us before we go off track.
Yeah, well, my question was about to be,
I was just gonna say too, don't feel like, I know our generation before us always, like for me, they would always say they've been in a job for years and years and years and years. Don't feel like you have to pick that job and stay in it.
mm-hmm.
You can take that and, continue to educate yourself, and you can grow and do different things through your lifetime. Don't feel like you have to stay put.
My question was going to be, everybody don't have to answer, but my question will be, what do you or did you define as like success? Like, what was your barometer on if you were successful, or if you already made your success part? Like, what was your like?
I'll go first.
Part of that?
So success, what for me was being able to be independent, where I can feed myself or house myself or take care of myself and take care of others. So, and take care of my children or my responsibilities. So for me, that was the basis of a success for me, you know.
And I'll answer. Success for me was graduating from college, getting my degree was my first success. And second is all four of my children graduating. So my second success is a work in progress. So Deja will be, then Daniel, and so on. And with that, graduating is what Carlos said, taking care of myself, not having to have to ask people for money, because people need their own money. And so when you don't graduate from school, where are you going to get your money? Because McDonald's is not going to pay anybody's rent, and even a lot of secretarial jobs are not going to pay rent. So you need your degree.
Or a trade.
Or a trade. Or a trade, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Success for me was starting out with my passion, and my passion was nursing. And the blessing was meeting Miss Rucker and meeting this family, because you all have become my extended family. And sometimes I realize that God put people in your life for a reason and for a season. And when I met this family, you know, when I started out, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be there a couple of months, and fell in love with Miss Rucker, and then y'all became my family, and it meant so much to me. But being able to get out of nursing, work for a government contracting company, be self-sufficient, and be able to take care of myself without anybody's help was a big accomplishment for me. And like I said, being a part of someone else's family and knowing that they love me like my own is it's a blessing. Yeah.
My success was, I started out as a single parent, taking care of Freddie and myself. And I started out cleaning other people's bathrooms. I was basically a maid. And then I left there and I was working in the drug fair, behind the counter working food items, being a waitress. And from there, I started holding down 2 jobs because I had to take care of my son and myself and be self-sufficient. And then I ended up in the government, and I was there for 42 years. And you can have success as you move up doing different things. Like Colin said, don't be putting yourself in one category. Like you said, you just want to be a football player, because you can be an excellent football player and play your first game and get injured, and then what? So be focused on what you want to do and what you want to be, but also leave yourself some space to grow, because you can be better than you were the day before. And continue to strive to do better, because I could have just said, woe is me, and still be flipping burgers and cleaning other people's toilets. But I knew I needed a better life for myself and for my child.
Yeah.
So I'm still successful every day that I wake up and see God's face. That is success for me.
Well, to keep things going,
yeah, I was gonna say a couple of things. Number one, I would say I define success at different times in my life in different ways. Starting out, I defined it similar to what the young lady, I can't remember her name, but what she mentioned in terms of just finishing my first degree and getting started and being able to support myself financially.